Welcome to Turkiye, my 43rd country. So I took the direct flight from Lisbon to Istanbul on Turkish Air. So it was about 4.5 hour flight one way. And this is a family trip. So we are going to be spending about 2.5 weeks together here. So I just went through immigration here in Turkey, and the guy didn't speak English, so he like translated something on his phone and showed it to me, and he's like, "You have 99 days left. Your day is over." I'm like, I'm guessing it's like a 100-day visa, and so it's already like 6 p.m. here. So he's like, "Yeah, this day's like over." So I guess it doesn't count, but the translation was just kind of funny, and then he had to like call somebody to kind of like, I guess, make sure he was figuring out the right thing. I don't know. In the end, he never really said anything else to me apart from that, so that was interesting. In my search for trying to find the metro, obviously I was following the exit signs, the C keys signs saying exit, but for some reason it was taking me a much longer way than I could have gone.
Clearly, I'm a public transportation girly, so we are taking the metro.
The metro here is far away from the airport. Like, it is connected. You obviously can walk to there. There are these like moving escalators and everything, but it is a walk. Like, you're going to take four of these escalators and then have to go 2 floors down on an elevator. You're even going to see a mosque in the distance before you're even getting to where you have to go for the metro. So once I finally got down there, obviously I had to get a card and everything. I was, thankfully they have the options in English. I was able to go through all of the prompts, which you can see here. I got the card and then added about 200 or maybe 300 lira because I knew we were going to be using it daily while we were moving around Istanbul. So thankfully, it was pretty easy to get. Like, if you've lived in a city, it's going to be, pretty standard, same idea everywhere. And then once you finally get the card and you head towards that entrance of the station, obviously you're just going to tap like you would with most places nowadays. It's that same kind of system. Then it was waiting. So I learned that DK means minute, or like the shortened version of minute in Turkish. And I didn't have to wait too long, thankfully, but I did have to wait for that gay red station. And it's actually so clean. Like, I wasn't sure what to expect. Like, I'm thinking New York, subway, which is not clean at all, but the ones here are super, super clean, which was actually really nice to see and pretty fast as well.
The NYC MTA could never.
Originally, I had planned to take the metro and then take a bus because we were staying on the Asian side, but trying to get to the bus was actually kind of complicated. So I ended up taking an Uber the rest of the way. It was definitely less expensive doing it this way than had I taken an Uber all the way from the airport. I think it would have been about 70 bucks. And this way it was about 20 or maybe a little less than that. But I got to cross over the bridge during sunset and got to get these amazing views, which was absolutely wonderful. This was actually the only time I did cross over this specific bridge, so I'm glad I got to do it. Make sure that you subscribe for tomorrow's video because tomorrow will be a full day. See you soon.